Matt, welcome to All In. You kind of appeared late in the race. Who are you, and how did you end up running for governor of California?
I grew up in Watsonville in a working class family, earned a work-study scholarship, commuted hours to school, taught through Teach for America, then built civic tech platforms like Causes and Brigade before winning a city council seat by knocking on 10,000 doors. I'm running because California keeps spending more and getting less, and I want to restore accountability and outcomes.
How did California get so dysfunctional, and where did the high-speed rail money actually go?
State spending is up roughly 75% with flat or worse results, and rail money was bled into consultants, lawsuits, and fees under a process-heavy system like CEQA. Fraud is real, think tens of billions, and bogus unemployment claims. But the bigger problem is waste and incentives, which we beat in San Jose by cutting process to lower crime, reduce street homelessness by about a third, and restart housing without raising taxes.
The legislature passes a flood of bills. What's your veto philosophy and accountability plan?
I'd veto more bills that pile on cost and process, publish clear goals, audit hard, and fund what delivers on housing, energy, schools, and safety instead of performative lawmaking.
Voters hear promises to do more. Can you win by arguing government should often do less?
Yes, stop digging, set public targets, and prove results beat the revenue-first reflex that dominates Sacramento.
How do unions and other organized interests shape this dysfunction?
Well-funded lobbies, public sector unions included, defend the status quo, but the real failure is politicians who cave instead of balancing interest and delivering for kids, workers, and public safety.
Why are we worst in nation on poverty and homelessness?
Good intentions without course correction left us with a broken housing market and untreated addiction and mental illness. About 50,000 people died on our streets in a decade. So we built 2,000 low-barrier cabin beds at about $85,000 each instead of million-dollar units and cut unsheltered homelessness by roughly 1/3.
What's the true driver of housing costs?
It's supply and build costs strangled by zoning, fees, codes, litigation, and condo liability that erase the starter home run.
So this is really a regulation problem?
Yes, safetyism and process creep, so I use public dashboards to set targets, speed permits, and cut fees.
What will you measure on housing if your governor?
Build more homes at lower cost per square foot. Align permits with job growth about 1 home for every 2 jobs. And use modular to trim costs by roughly a third and cut timelines in half.
Can you act quickly without the legislature?
I'll wield the budget, veto executive orders, and 3,000 appointments to reset incentives while building a pragmatic coalition to change laws.
What's your approach to drug